but Flying Mascot will win the Matron Stakes at Flemington.
And Flying Mascot won it well. Flying Mascot from Groovy Kinda Love.
Kiss on All Four Cheeks will be too strong. Lovely Ascot mare, and she'll be primed for this.
Is going to trot in. Kiss on All Four Cheeks has won it well from Crosshaven Morvana.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't put a preview up for Wednesday, but I'm not going to be doing my Wednesday previews anymore because I'm going to be focusing on a few other things that you'll see in the next coming days. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry because I've been sick. I still am, but I just wanted to get the videos back up and running and get them sorted. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope we find some winners. Let's get into it. Race 1 is the Grand Handicap Classic over 2,500 metres. This is the market headed by Oh So Far at $4, French Moon at $4.40, and Through Irish Eyes at $4.80. This is the last start effort of French Moon at the Valley over 2,500 metres, the staying distance event of the night, where he went forward on the speed, settled one out from the speed, and he was very, very good. Enunciate led the field, dropped off late, and there was a bit of challenge there by the horse on his outside and the horse on his inside, but once they rounded the turn, as you can see here, he absolutely put a margin on them and won really, really well. I think he's just on the way up, this horse, and I really think that he's going to win here, and I'm pretty keen on him too. So I'm with French Moon in the first. I think he's a progressive stayer. He's only had 12 starts, and he's a very, very good horse. He proved that last start. He went foot at the Valley. It was a good ride and got him the win, and I think he's going to win again. Through Irish Eyes actually competed in the Andrew Ramsden that Realm of Flowers won, and it was a good run that day. Obedience, Jamie Carr rode it last start and won pretty impressively and uniquely for fourth. But I'm with French Moon in the first, $20 to win. Let's go, the stayer. Race 2 at Flemington is the Vobis Gold Comet over 1,000 metres down the straight. The favourite being Lombardo at $2.90. Miss Albania at $3.90 and Express Pass at $6.50. This is a last start effort of Zorro's Dream at Morpheville over the 1,100 metres. He was last and he settled there for most of the race, but look at this. He just came to the outside of runners. Look how wide he is. The fact that he was this wide and still came on and produced his powerful sprint and got over the top of them, and he was just bursting away on the line. I think he's going to win here, and I think he's a very, very good bet. So, race 2 for the Vobis Comet. I'm with Zorro's Dream. That one last start in Adelaide was very impressive. Last to first, like the caller said, and was very impressive. The Express Pass is second up, but the query is, can he carry the big weight? I'm going to say yes, he can. It was good. Just pipping out Sort of Mercy, who is my next selection for third in the race, won by Markovic. Race 3 at Flemington is the Mystic Journey, held under the set weights and penalties over the 2,000 metres. This is the market headed by Yonce at $1.75, El Patroness at $4.60, and Groovy Kinda Love at $5. The 1,600 metres and was back on the fence for most of the race, and it didn't look like she was going to get out, and it was going to look like a pretty mug of a ride from Johnny Elliott, and a bit of a bad day for the punters to finish it. But to this horse's credit, it really drove through up along the fence. Gentleman Royce had a good clip up in front, but when the horse got out, it's a good horse, and she showed that by her fighting talent, the way that she got out late and she attacked the line, and she's one of my better bets of the day. Yonce, I don't think $1.75 is too short. She'll be winning. Race 3 at Flemington is the G.H.Mumm Mystic Journey. I'm with Yonce. Pretty hard to go against her. She's 5 from 5. Johnny Allen, Kiramar, Dave Eustace. What a day they had on Guinea's Day with a Totsu and this horse, and I think this horse is going to win again. Our Patroness for second is accepted for the Valley and this race. Gets Jai McNeil on Friday night, gets Jamie Carr here. I hope they go to the Valley because I think she'll just win there. And she's got a bit of stiff opposition if she comes here. Unique Artist, definitely over the odds. 2 from 2 over the Flemington 2,000 metres and is good at the distance. And Tom Darbening is placing his horses so well. That was proved last weekend by the Flying Mare, Flying Mascot winning. And he's got Angel Rock engaged here in 26 over the odds, considering a last start run over the 2,000 metre distance at the Valley. But I'm pretty confident Yons will take the third out. $100 the win. Race 4 is the Vobis Gold Reef over 1,600 metres. This is the market headed by Pounding at $3.70. T-Waters at $6 and Pocket Change, Chattanooga at $6.50. This is the last start of T-Waters back in the spring in the Victoria Derby against Hitotsu, Forgot You, Allegron, Akahiro, El Rocco. Good horses. And this is what a race this was. I mean, Hitotsu's come out, won another Group 1, and I think T-Waters was fantastic this day. He was wide when he came out to put his run in, and then the horse on his inside gave him a bit of a bump, and then Hitotsu was coming, and then I think it was just such a good effort to stay on here. I mean, he could have dropped off and finished 12 lengths last, but just look at him. Ignore Hitotsu for a minute and just look at him. Look at his action and look at how he was through the line. He was absolutely brilliant, and I think he can snag this race. Race 4 at Flemington is the Vobis Gold Reef. I'm with T-Waters here. It's not facing too much here. It's only probably facing some horses that are just coming through the grade, where he's gone to the new grade. He was competitive against Hitotsu. Well, not competitive against him, but still came charging down through the middle of the track with Hitotsu in the Derby, and Hitotsu's come out and won the Guineas. So the form's held up well, and I think T-Waters has got a bit of class to get him over the line here. And $6, and at $6, he's my next best bet of the day. One of them. Panning for second. He was good at Sandown, but he just keeps finding a few excuses. I know he's won a couple, but he just keeps finding a few excuses. I think 3 out of these is personally too short. Chattanooga for third, and Umgawa the value at $12. But I'm with T-Waters in the fourth. $30 the win. Race 5 is the Country Mile Series final over 1,600 metres. This is the market headed by Vasmay at $4.40, Beltour at $8.50, and Glassy Miss at $11. This is the last start effort of Vasmay at Pakenham over 1,400 metres. Settled up on the speed and took the front and never looked like losing, because at the end he was very, very dominant and very strong, bolting in by 4 or 5 lengths. And I think that that's good form here, considering most of these horses are coming through country maidens and other races in the country. He's semi-city perform coming from this Pakenham race, and I think he's going to be extremely hard to beat. Off his last start win, he's the one to beat in my mind. Race 5 is the Country Mile Series final. I'm with Vasmay. Last start, I could just saw absolutely bolted in. I think he's gonna bolt in again. And the other horses that I thought represent some value in the race is Gracias Amigo. Was a good winner at last start at Sandown. Can go on with it. And Electric Bell, you know what you're going to get with her? She's going to go back and she's going to come charging in the middle of the track. And she didn't do too badly behind Standoff the day that she went to Flemington early last year. And Prince of Atlanta for fourth, but I'm with Vasmay in the fifth to get the chocolates. Get ready, race 6. This is the big race of the day. It's the 1,600 metres, the All-Star Mile, worth $5 million. The favourite is Zaki at $3.50. I'm Thunderstruck at $6. And Inspirational Girl at $6. As well as Pinstripe at the same quote. This is the last start effort of Inspirational Girl in the Blamey Stakes at Flemington, where she was back for most of the races, and she did jump better, which is very good. They've taught her to jump better, and I like that she did that. And look at her here. She's just idling up to corner pocket and really powering under Damien Lane late. and actually beat a pretty smart horse in Zaki. And I think that she's a very, very smart horse. She's undefeated at 1,600 metres, as she was at 1,400 metres, which was the distance of the Blamey. And I think she's going to be very, very hard to beat. Race 6 is the $5 million All-Star Mile, the 4th running of the event. And I think the WA colours of Bob Peters can be worn twice to victory in this race by Inspirational Girl. Look, it was a great win in the Blamey. She beat Zaki. Obviously, he's a great chance here. He is second up, but she's very good at the mile. She's very good. There's definitely improvement to be made. That was her second or third run in a long time off, and I think she's just going to go really well here. Zaki, the obvious winning chance. He can beat him hands down, but the gate is worrying for me. He's drawn the widest gate. The only way I think he can win this is if they go forward with him. Pinstripe was very unlucky in the Guineas, and I'm Thunderstruck. Again, Gates killed him inside. John McNeil's going to have a job to do to find a way out for him. But I'm with Inspirational Girl, but I don't want to lose on the race. So I'm with Zaki as well. $20 on both of them. Hopefully Inspirational Girl comes over the top late. Race 7 is the Mugatoo Quality Handicap over 1,600 metres. This is the market headed by Gentleman Roy, who should be undefeated this campaign at 340. Bermudez, who was an impressive winner last night at 360. And Cherry Tortoni at 650. This is the last start effort of Gentleman Roy by behind the impressive Yonts, where he led the field and tried to get his usual way and kick away and win. But he was faced with the pretty smart horse in Yonts, and she's now 5 from 5. And honestly, he himself should be undefeated this preparation, only being beaten twice. And he was beaten by some pretty smart horses, and I think he's going to get one up on him and win here. Race 7 is Alexis Mugatoo Handicap. I am with Gentleman Roy. I think he's a great bet here. He's beaten a couple of handy ones, and he was beaten by a handy one last start in Yonts. And I think he's just going to win here. Don't Doubt Dory is the horse here that's way over the odds of 26. Goes well and goes well fresh. And Carly and Haffel just got a good relation with the horse. Last time was fresh, did win at Flemington, so keep an eye on it. And I'd put something on the place because it's definitely going to shorten in. Cherry Tortoni obviously is a great horse over this distance. And Holbein, again, over the odds of 17. But I'm with Gentleman Roy, $30 a win, 5 the win, and 10 the place on Don't Doubt Joy, just a saver. Race 8 is the Regal Power Quality Handicap over the 2,000 metres. I'm very keen on one here, but before we get into it, this is the market headed by Emissary at $3.50, Desert Icon at $5, and Grand Slam at $8. This is the last start effort of Defibrillate at Caulfield, where he was absolutely outstanding here. The market completely missed him this day. He was paying double figures. I think he ended up paying $8.50 in the end, but his SP was a double priced figure. And look, he just got a lovely run on the fence here, and the jockey, Billy Egan, put him into the race at the right time, and just knew he had a lap of horse underneath of him, and he knew that when he pushed the go button, it would be an immediate sprint, and that's exactly what it was, because Desert Icon was gone, and Zieg fell on the fence. Ollie wasn't a hard riding a fair way out from home, but look at this, he just ambled up on the outside and put him away in a couple of strides and bolted in, and I think that he's going to do it again. Now, this is the race I was looking forward to after I looked at the acceptances. Race 8, Flemington, the step-out wines, Regal Power, Defibrillate, 100% going to win this. He's got a great second-up record. He was primed to win first up, and by the looks of it, didn't take much out of him because he pounded away the last little bit to win at Caulfield. Comes back to Flemington. He loves Flemington. He loves second up. He loves the distance. He's winning the Lexus Handicap early last year was very, very good, where Billy Egan had barely even breathed on him, and he came booming down the middle of the track and won really well. Ponders the value in for a second. He's a good horse on his day, and he can run really well here. Desert Icon, Defibrillate beat him last night, beat him comfortably, and I don't think he's got much left in the locker. And Dark Dream, the other value runner here, the Hong Kong runner, can run really well. But I'm with Defibrillate, 100 the win, 20 the place, Ponders. Race 9 to finish today is a benchmark 80 handicap over the 1,200 metres down the straight. The two equal favourites are Rock Rocket Tiger, Zach the Boss at $6. And third pick in the market is Paperboy at $8.50. This is the last trial effort of Rocket Tiger, where I think he ran well here, considering he was first trial for a long time. Got his head down and wanted to do a few things wrong, but trial pressure and race pressure are two very different things, and he ran on well. The outside horse just had the drop on him here in the trial. And look, he's got form around Home Affairs and a couple of other good horses, and I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat here. Race 9 at Flemington is the Tab Sprint over the 1,200 metres down the straight. I'm with Rocket Tiger here. 650 I think is over the odds, considering that he started in the slipper of last year. Probably wasn't up to that kind of grade, but he ran second at Home Affairs and probably should have beaten him early on in his career. And Home Affairs then came out and beat Nature Strip in the Lightning and ran his heart out last week in the Newmarket. And I think that this horse can run a really big race first up. Yes, the query is that the time he's had off probably might need the run. And if he does need the run, Don't Tell the Boss comes right into play here, because good down the straight, gets the right jockey on, drawn a good barrier. 26 is over the odds in my opinion, and I will be backing this horse the win and play, sorry. Tap and Run, obviously Sydney horse value coming down from Sydney, and Finance Choice is good chance with a lightweight. But I'm with Rocket Tiger, 10 the win, 3 the win, 5 the place. Don't Tell the Boss. Thank you for watching my preview for Flemington for an All-Star Mile Day. Let's find some winners. If you liked the video, give it a big like and a good subscribe, and just enjoy the ride.